If you think muscle loss is just a part of aging, think again. Many believe that losing muscle is inevitable as we grow older, but what if I told you there's a way to fight back? As we age, our bodies change, and one of the most significant changes is the loss of muscle mass, known as sarcopenia. This can lead to frailty, reduced mobility, and increased health risks. But here's the good news. In this video, we'll uncover the secret weapon against muscle loss in seniors: protein. Now, you might be wondering, isn't protein just for bodybuilders? Not at all. Studies show that adequate protein intake is crucial for maintaining muscle mass, especially as we age. We'll dive into the science behind this and share real-life experiences from seniors who have successfully maintained their strength and vitality. Here's what we'll cover. First, we'll explore how much protein you really need and the best sources to include in your diet. Second, we'll discuss the role of exercise in preserving muscle mass. And finally, the third point will surprise you. It's about a common mistake many make that actually accelerates muscle loss. By watching, you'll learn how to maintain your strength and vitality through proper nutrition and exercise. So, stick around and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about something that happens to all of us as we get older: sarcopenia. Now, I know that sounds like a fancy medical term, but it's really just a way of saying that our muscles start to shrink as we age. And it's not just about looking a little less toned, it's about how this muscle loss can affect our lives in ways we might not even realize. Think about it. Have you ever noticed feeling a bit more frail? Or maybe not as steady on your feet as you used to be? That's sarcopenia at work. It can lead to reduced mobility, making it harder to do the things we love, like gardening or playing with the grandkids. And unfortunately, it also increases the risk of falls and injuries. I mean, who wants to spend time recovering from a fall when there are so many other things to enjoy? So, why does this happen? Well, as we age, our bodies naturally lose muscle mass. It's just part of the aging process. But here's the thing. While we can't stop time, we can make choices that help us maintain our strength. Regular exercise and a balanced diet rich in protein can make a world of difference. It's like giving your body the tools it needs to stay strong. I remember my friend Carol telling me how she started feeling more dependent on others for simple tasks. It was frustrating for her, and she felt like she was losing her independence. But once she started incorporating more protein into her diet and doing some light exercises, she noticed a big change. She felt more energetic and confident. So what about you? Have you noticed any changes in your muscle strength? Maybe you found some ways to tackle it. I'd love to hear your experiences. Share them in the comments below. Let's learn from each other and keep moving forward together. Let's talk about something really important: protein. You might be wondering, why all the fuss about protein? Well, the thing is, as we get older, our muscles need a little extra help to stay strong and healthy. And that's where protein comes in. It's like the building blocks for your muscles, helping them repair and grow. It's kind of like giving your car the right fuel to keep it running smoothly. Now, you might have heard different things about how much protein you should be eating. It can be confusing, right? But a good rule of thumb is to aim for about 1 gram of protein per pound of your target body weight. So if you're aiming for, say, 150 pounds, that's 150 grams of protein a day. It sounds like a lot, but when you break it down into meals and snacks, it's actually doable. And here's something interesting. Animal-based proteins like chicken, fish, and eggs are more bioavailable. That means your body can use them more efficiently. But don't worry if you're not a big meat eater. There are plenty of plant-based options too, like beans and lentils. The key is variety. Mix it up a bit, Now, I know some folks might be concerned about high-protein diets. Maybe you've heard they can be hard on your kidneys or something like that. But the truth is, for most people, a balanced diet with enough protein is perfectly safe. Of course, it's always a good idea to check in with a nutritionist. They can help tailor a plan that's just right for you. So what are your favorite protein-rich foods? Let us know. It's always great to share ideas and learn from each other. Or remember, keeping those muscles strong is all about giving them the right support. And protein is a big part of that. All right, so let's dive into the best protein sources and how to time them with your exercise routine. It's not just about what you eat, but when you eat it. So let's talk about some high-quality protein options. Lean meats like chicken and turkey are fantastic. They're packed with protein and pretty versatile. Eggs are another great choice. They're like little powerhouses of nutrition. And don't forget about dairy. Things like yogurt and cheese can be really beneficial. Now, if you're leaning more towards plant-based options, lentils are amazing. They're not just high in protein, but also full of fiber, which is great for digestion. And there are so many plant-based alternatives out there now, like tofu and tempeh. They can be really tasty if you prepare them right. But here's the thing, timing is crucial. Eating your protein around your workouts can really maximize muscle synthesis. It's like giving your muscles the fuel they need right when they need it. And if you're thinking about supplements, they can be a good option too, especially if you're struggling to get enough protein from food alone. Now, I get it. Sometimes appetite can be a challenge, or maybe you have dietary restrictions. It can be tough, but there are solutions. Think about easy-to-prepare meals or even smaller, more frequent meals throughout the day. It can make a big difference. The underlying reason for all this? Well, combining protein intake with exercise is like a 1-2 punch for maintaining muscle mass. It's really about creating a routine that works for you. So, what do you think? Do you have any protein-rich meal ideas? I'd love to hear them, so feel free to share below. Let's keep this conversation going and help each other out. As we age, nutrition becomes like this secret key to living well. I mean, think about it. Our bodies are like gardens. Without the right nutrients, they just don't flourish. My friend once said, eating well is like giving your body a hug from the inside. And it's true, proper nutrition can lead to a healthier, more fulfilling life. It's not just about living longer, but living better. So how has nutrition impacted your aging journey? We'd love to hear your stories. Maybe you've discovered a food that changed everything. Let's share and learn from each other. So we've covered a lot today, haven't we? We've talked about how aging can sneak up on us and start nibbling away at our muscles. It's a bit like that old sweater you love. Over time, it just starts to wear thin. But here's the good news. Protein is like the magic thread that can help keep that sweater, or in this case, your muscles, in good shape. I remember chatting with a friend who was worried about staying active as she got older. She said, I just want to keep up with my grandkids. And I get it. We all want to stay strong and vibrant. That's why knowing the best sources of protein and when to eat them can make such a difference. It's not just about eating more, it's about eating smart. So what do you think? Are you ready to give it a try? Maybe start with a protein-rich breakfast or add a little more to your lunch. It's these small changes that can really add up over time. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights on healthy aging. Remember, staying strong and healthy is within your reach with the right knowledge and habits. Thank you for watching.